ahead and record. Okay, we're ready.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Tips from the Top. Tonight, I have one of my absolute favorites sharing a little bit about her story and some tips tonight. Holly Deavers, and Holly is an Emerald Ambassador. I actually met Holly. We were roommates at convention a couple of years ago. It's a funny story because we didn't really even know each other, and we ended up rooming together. We had so much in common, and we just instantly connected and became fast friends. And so I am so honored to know you, and I'm so thankful that God brought us together through Plexus, and I'm so excited for you to share with us tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to you, Holly.
Okay. Hello, guys. I am, like she said, Holly, and my team and I, we always start our calls off in prayer. It just kind of clears our mind, gets us focused for what we're going to talk about and do. So if you guys don't mind, I'm just going to pray really quick. Lord, I just come to you tonight, Lord, and I thank you for all of your many blessings, God. Lord, I thank you for today. I thank you for letting me wake up. I thank you for my family, for my friends, for our health, God. Lord, I thank you for each person on this call. I thank you for Plexus. I thank you for what it's done for my family, health-wise, dear Lord, and financial-wise. God, I thank you for what it's done for my friends. Lord, I thank you for the blessing that you've given us, that we are able to do this and that you brought it to us. Lord, I ask that you just put words in my mouth that you just want me to share with people, God, to encourage them, to let them believe in themselves, to let them find their calling and what they are able to do, God, and that they know they can do it. Lord, I just ask that you just give us the next few minutes, just clear our minds from all of our stresses, our worries, our things that we've got going on, Lord, and just spend the next few minutes just learning how to do some things, God, that you've brought into our life and how to do them and do them successfully. Lord, I love you and I thank you. Amen. All right, guys, it just kind of gets my mind clear and helps me to share. I know that many of you went to Sonia Dudley's training, Mindset Matters, in Mobile, and then several of you, you just couldn't make it that far. It wasn't in your area, or some things had come up with your family, which is okay. But the good thing is that I just came back from it, so I can give you a recap. I took tons and tons and tons of notes. And so I'm just going to give my little spin off of each of the things that I took away from it. But let's be real right now. Whether you've joined tonight and this is your first call, or you joined a year ago or 2 years ago, whether you're whatever rank, if you're silver all the way to diamond, whatever rank you are, I want you to scratch that out of your mind right now. I just want you to, I don't care what your points are this month. I don't care how many sales you've made this month. I don't care about any of that. I just want a clean slate, and just put that out of your mind right now. We are going to talk about you, your mindset, and if you believe in yourself. So I want you to be really real with yourself, how you've worked this business up until this point, or whether you're going to start today working this business. I want you to be very real. Do you believe in yourself? Do you? Genuinely, do you believe in yourself? And I want you to be real, because this is what is holding a lot of people back, themselves. And I think that if we address that and some real issues, then we can learn how to be even more successful with Plexus. Because a lot of what happens in this Plexus business, because let's face it, we're all on here for the business side, right? We all have some kind of dream or desire in our heart. God has given us this dream, and so now what do we have to do? We have to do like Sonia said, let the pruning and self-development begin so that we can be successful with this. Now, it's no secret I've been in for 2 years with Plexus. Absolutely changed my life. I needed to get in to make $500 to help pay for daycare. After I started the products, I wanted them paid for. And so my goal, small goal, was $500. Clearly, God surpassed that and has been generous to me. However, I went pretty fast. I hit Emerald in 13 months. Now, for the last year, I have been standing still. I've been stuck. Have you said that about yourself? Have you been stuck? That's the last time I want you to use the word stuck. We are not going to use stuck anymore. We're going to move on from that. We are going to embrace our journey and see where we are in it and how we can improve that. If you want to go faster, then let's learn how to go faster. If you're okay with your pace, then great. Let's be okay with that pace. But let's enjoy this journey together, and let me show you a little bit how. Okay. First is by getting real with yourself. You can achieve this. You can, if you believe it. Do you see yourself? Do you not just watch the diamond dots, but do you see yourself and say, I want to be diamond. I will be diamond. Or are you saying, oh gosh, I hope I can be diamond. Maybe I can get there. Oh, maybe she can. Maybe Angie can, but maybe I don't know. I don't know if it's for me. Am I really able to? Can I do that? Probably not. I'm probably not good enough. I don't know enough people. I don't have a good network. Oh, I've asked everybody. And nobody wants to buy. Nobody wants to join my team. Nobody wants to sell. Nobody in America. Have you been there? Because I have. I've been there mentally. And that is real self-talk that a lot of us are doing. And you know what we're doing to our business? It's crashing because of our self-talk. So that's what I want to talk about. And that's a lot of what Sonia talked about was her mindset and our mindsets about this business. The law of the mirror is you must see value in yourself and add value to others. So I think we are devaluing ourselves. We can see it for people, even people under us. We can say, oh my gosh, they would be diamond in a heartbeat, but then you don't see it for yourself. We need to strive daily to really improve our self-image and how we talk to ourselves. If you have a team and you're like, oh, I just can't get anybody on my team to work. Nobody wants to work. Nobody will post. Nobody's going to message people. I have to message all their people because they're not going to do it. Okay, let's turn it around. Turn that around. What are you doing? Okay, what are we doing? What your team is doing is more than likely a reflection of what you are doing. So let's just be real. Most of you are not even on my team. Some of you are, some of you aren't. And this is just somebody loving on you that's going to tell you the honest truth tonight. Okay? And this is some things that we need to look at. And I know that I need to look at. And I've had to reevaluate. And Sonia has mentioned it. And I've seen where I've made mistakes and where I can improve. For even my team. So when we're looking at this, we need to self-develop these skills. With Plexus, we have amazing products, right? We do. We have life-changing products. If you don't know that, you need to go to Plexus and any disease out there in the search and see all the different things that people are finding relief with. I have 28 immediate family members off of medication, feeling better, or finding some kind of relief. And that is the absolute truth. I know these products work. I know this company is legit. I went to Hawaii last year. My friends went to Hawaii. I know this is not a scam. But do my friends know that? Am I sharing that? Am I being bold about that? Are you being bold about that? Are you sharing it? If you don't have your belief yet, you need to find somebody that has a strong belief and build it. Because, guys, this is a gold mine, and you're going to miss out on this opportunity if you're not going for it. She talked a little bit about forgiveness. And hurt people, right? And so sometimes you're trying to control things that you cannot fix. And it's out of your control. And it's stalling you where you are. Because your mind is constantly dwelling on that negative thing, that negative family member, that negative friend, somebody that's being negative, whether it be about Plexus or about life. You're constantly dwelling on that. Choose forgiveness, because the person that you're mad at or hurt with, they're only hurting you. You're not hurting them. They don't even care or probably know you're hurt. So learn to forgive and move on. Because if you are stuck in a forgiveness issue, you're holding yourself back with this business and with your life and with your relationships with other people. And so when we look at our positive self-image, your view of yourself, it determines your behavior. You're never going to outperform your own self-image. The value that we put on ourselves is the value others put on us. Okay? So you've got to believe in yourself 1,000%. Believe in the product 1,000%. Believe in the opportunity by 1,000%. And learn that it all starts with what goes on between your two ears. Okay, so value your time also. Set work hours. Is your husband or someone you love complaining because you're always on your phone doing this? Got to answer that message. Let me tell you something. There's never a such thing as a plexus emergency. Yeah. No, they're going to be okay for 5 minutes. Okay? And more than likely, if it's somebody on your team that can't find the answer, or they're just asking you and not going to find the answer or too lazy, they have found it by the time you can get back to them because they went and searched for it. So value your time, and other people will value your time as well. Set yourself work hours. This business is easy. That's the great part. It's easy. If you're making it hard, you're making it hard on yourself and your family. Stop. It's made to be fun. It's made to work in a short amount of time, not all day, every day. So make sure that you're valuing your time. You're still able. I work 2 jobs too. Didn't get home till sometimes 8:30 at night. I was a foster parent going through adoption, and my husband had 4 coaching jobs because he's a teacher and a coach. You can do this. You can do this. There is a great page that Angie has that she created. It's a daily activity sheet. It's all over her page, all over Julia's page, all over everybody of my uplines page, about how to work your business daily and how to do it effective. If you do those things and you block out 30, 45 minutes and do it every day, there's no way you will not find success. So also another thing you've got to do, you cannot just sign up 1 million people by yourself. You have got to develop leaders. Leaders that don't even need you anymore because they're such great leaders. Okay, so how do you do that? You have got to learn the duplication process, right? We've got to learn how to do that. And we have graphics and emails and start videos and all that good stuff that everybody knows that they can find on Angie's page and your upline. So make sure you're doing those things, and then you have that one-on-one relationship with those people under you, okay? Especially your level ones. Julia said that she always, up until they're like gold, senior gold, will have a conversation going back and forth with them, usually daily, every other day. So make sure that you're doing those things and helping your people along the way, because you've got to grow and develop leaders as you're growing and developing yourself too. A lot of people will want to join us if our light is bright, right? If we have a bright light, if we are not dim, if we are not negative, if we are positive, if we are excited, those are the people that will stay around, stick around, and want to join you. If you're hanging around negative people, get rid of them. Get rid of them. You have got to become the best you. And the best you is going to make you happy, not in your plexus world, but in your relationship with your husband, with your significant other, with your children, with your parents. Get yourself right, and it affects everything around you. All right, here's some steps to build some self-esteem, okay? This is what Sonia said, and it was so true. She said, you're the only person with you 24/7. You cannot escape yourself. You cannot escape your thoughts. You cannot escape your worries, your fears, your anxiety. You cannot escape any of that. Here's some things that can help you. 1, guard your self-talk. What are you saying to yourself? Stop comparing yourself to anyone in life, to your next door neighbor, to your friend that's doing plexus, to your sister or brother. Quit. Stop comparing. Add value to others. The more you do for other people, the happier you will become. It does not have to be monetarily. It does not have to be financially. It can be small acts of kindness. Do good for others, and it will make you feel good. Move beyond your own self-limiting beliefs. Okay, say, okay, well, I probably can make it to gold, but I probably can't make it past gold. Okay, stop that. You got to quit saying that negative talk, because you know what? If you keep saying that to yourself, you're going to believe it, and that's what you're going to stop at. Okay? If you think that you are going to only be able to get to gold, then you're right. You're only going to be able to get to gold. You're absolutely right. You've got to dream bigger. You've got to believe in yourself, and that all starts with you. Do the right thing, even though it's the hard thing. The right thing, guys, is always the right thing. And let's be ethical about it. It will make you feel better, it will make others feel better, and it will make people trust you. Practice a small discipline daily. Daily. Do your daily work. Do that daily sheet and get it done. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, why can't I add anyone? Or, oh, I'm not good at this. Okay, you're spending all that time being negative and self-talk, and then you're not doing any work. So no wonder you're not adding anyone, because you're not doing the work to get it. You know what I'm saying? So you've got to do the work. Embrace a positive self-image for your life. Start seeing things positive. Take responsibility for your life. You know, decide not to be a victim. We're not victims here. Don't be a victim. Self-talk is 75% of your battle in this life and in this business. Your negative self-talk will defeat you every time. So what can you do? Be grateful. You know, if you woke up today, be grateful. If you get a new person, be grateful. You know, if you don't know what to say to people or what to message people or to do, you know, here's an example of something that you could say. If you're new, maybe you don't have a great story yet, that you could say something like, you know, I'm excited. You know, I've only been doing Plexus for a couple of months, but I see the potential. It is such a great opportunity. You know, could you use a couple hundred extra a month or 500 extra a month? I am so excited. Let me help you do this too. You know, things like that. You just create things that you would have with a conversation with someone. And I always tell my team, when you type up a message, reread that. If that's not going to make you want to join your team, then don't send that, because everyone needs, it's better for you to send 5 really strong, amazing, personal messages, heartfelt voice messages, something to people, instead of 100 copy and paste that's not personal, that's salesy, because you're turning people off when you do that. This is relationship marketing, network marketing. Do not hide behind Facebook, guys. Do not hide behind it. Okay. Let's go back to self-talk on this part, because Sonia said this. These are things that we need to say, to ourselves. And she has an app that she played, and I thought it was really awesome, because I had some trouble with that. And even Lindsay, my upline, she would say, do not say that out loud about yourself, Holly, because I would be like, I just thought I wasn't good enough. I thought that I didn't deserve it. I thought, you know, oh gosh, you know, God doesn't want me to make that kind of money. There's no way. Why? Does God not want you to make a lot of money? Why not? What are you going to do with the money? That's what Sonia said. She's like, why can't you make a lot of money? If you're going to do great things with the money, provide for your family and provide for others and give to others, why wouldn't God want you to make good money? And I thought, well, I don't know. If I have no money to give, then I'm not helping anybody. So why wouldn't? Why can't I? So if you're having trouble with why can't I? I'm not good enough. I can't do this. God doesn't want me to. Really? Why not? Why can't you be blessed that way? If you want to be a diamond, then you start saying to yourself, I am going to be a diamond. I will get there. You can download that app. You can record yourself. Some things, you know, that she was talking about recording were, let's see, she had mentioned she programmed her mind, her subconscious mind, and she would play it and let it put on her headphones and play, and it would be like a minute and a half, and she would say things like, I love that she was really overwhelmed. You know, she always said she didn't have a lot of time. She wasn't very organized. And so she would say in her own voice and play it back to herself so her mind would hear it. And she would say, I love that I'm not overwhelmed. I have so much time. I'm a master organizer. I am always there for my family. Like, you know, things like that. And she would play it back and hear herself. She would even play it while she slept at night. And then it would help to train her brain to be more positive, to think more positive things about herself, instead of always being so negative and saying, I'm not good enough. I can't do this. I'm so overwhelmed. I don't have enough time. I'm never going to be good enough. I don't know enough people. She trained her brain to think on the positive side. And I thought, oh my goodness, it is so important, the things that we truly say to ourselves. And there were 3 books that she mentioned. And they were, if I can find it, I have circled it in here for you guys. I'll find it because I know I've got it. So another thing that she mentioned is about dreaming. So we were talking about dreaming, right? And it said, okay, I'm going to be a diamond, and I'm bringing hundreds of people with me. So, you know, if you feel selfish for wanting to be a diamond, why? Because if you're a diamond, you've helped hundreds of people under you. You've helped hundreds of people, thousands of people to feel better, to come off of medication, to have some financial freedom. You are helping people as you are ranking up. So everything that you're doing is going to be worth it, because it's not just you that you're affecting. And, you know, don't give up on yourself. Everything can work out, and you can make time. We all have 24 hours in a day. Just make sure that you're able to get the things that are successful in this business in. Scrolling Facebook's not it, guys. Watching TV's not it. It's doing those daily activities that are on that income producing sheet. So make sure you're doing that. And you know what? Literally, I have heard people full of excuses. Tons. And I know pretty much right off the bat when they say some of the excuses if they're going to make it or not. If they don't change their thought process, they're not going to. And that just makes me want to say, but you have so much potential. But they don't see it in themselves, and they're using the excuses to fall back on. People have done this working 3 jobs. People have done this with 9 to 12 kids. People have done this homeschooling 9 to 12 kids. People do this when they don't even have a home and travel on a bus. There's no excuse. There's no excuse. You're either going to want to do it or you're not. And this half foot in, half foot out, it's not going to get you anywhere. You've got to do it all in or not. Because if you go a little bit along and then you stop and then you quit posting and then you quit messaging, you're just going to get more discouraged. So go for it. You've got to go for it, because what if you don't? Which one is more of a risk? You know? Which one is more of a risk? And that's what she talked about. She said, you're risking it either way, because the thing is, here it is. You afraid of failure? Are you? There's no such thing as failure. That's a mindset. She talked about Peter and the waves crashing and taking a risk. And, you know, and thinking, what if I don't make it? What if you don't? You know, okay, well, if you don't ever get out of the boat, you're going to 100% not make it. If you don't ever get out and go for this, you're never going to be a diamond. Ever. Either way, you're going to risk. You're going to risk regret, or you're going to risk going for it. Which risk is greater to you? Do you want to regret? Are you going to let your thought process really hold you back, and you're never going to fulfill that desire or that dream or this opportunity that God has given you? Are you going to go for it? Are you going to go for it? Are you going to push through? Are you going to push through the pain and grow? Because I'm going to tell you something, guys. Expect problems. This is not going to be an uphill all the time. There's no such thing. There's no such thing. And a lot of people will say, if it's God's will, it wouldn't be this hard. That is false. That is a lie that the devil is feeding you. Life is just not easy. It's not easy. It is what it is. It's not easy. So what you've got to do is become aware of the opportunity, aware of what you need to do to make it happen, and determine, is the risk worth it to just stop, or are you too scared not to see where this can go? Because I'm telling you what, Plexus isn't going anywhere. And you're going to look back in a year from now and wish you had gone for it every day, for 15 minutes, for 30 minutes, for 45, whatever you're willing to put into it. You're going to wish you'd stuck with it. Because I'm telling you, there's so much potential, and it's not going anywhere. I will never, ever, 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 ever stop Plexus. They will have to shut the doors down. And believe me, other network marketers have tried to get me to switch companies, even recently in the last 2 weeks. How about that? I said, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They'll have to shut Plexus store down, because the products I believe in, the company I believe in, and my team I believe in. And I will never leave that. So does your team know that you will never leave? Have you gotten that far? Have you gotten far enough to be, I'll never leave. I'm in it. I'm a Plexus for life person. Do your sidelines know that? Does your partner know that? Because I'm telling you what, if you throw in the towel, or you think you're not good enough, or you let your negative self-talk control you, then that is a real, real issue. And what we have got to do, because God would not put this desire, this dream in your heart if you were not meant to find success. You've just got to learn to control your brain, to control that whatever you need to tell yourself. And you know what? In the process, you're going to become a happier person, a better wife, a better mom. Why? Because it's not about Plexus or how successful you are in Plexus. It's about how you think about yourself, how you view yourself, how your points don't define you or your rank doesn't define you, but how you see yourself and how you feel like others see you and God sees you is so important. And it will make us happy when we're doing positive self-talks to ourselves. And therefore, everything in our lives become positive, and they flourish and they grow. And we are planting all of these seeds, and then we're going to get to water them and watch them grow, and it be a beautiful thing, and be able to help people and love people and do for others like we've never been able to experience or do before. And doesn't that excite you? It excites me. And my team, oh my God, I have precious people. I have prayed for them. I have prayed for God to send me these people, and He has. And guys, they are amazing. But some of my people, they don't think they're amazing. They don't even think they're half good. And it breaks my heart, because I see the beauty in them, and I just want them to see it in themselves. And I feel sure that a lot of you on here have a lot of negative self-talk. You don't believe in yourself. You're not good enough, whether it's in Plexus or your job or anywhere else. And you need to come away from that. You need to break those chains, and you need to let God pour into you, and you need to pour into yourself some positive self-talk. And I would love for you to download that app. Don't let what you're saying to yourself hold yourself back. And don't let you not doing your daily activity and working this business cause yourself to be that word we mentioned earlier. We're not. We have a new year, a new mindset, and a new exciting time coming up. Now, what are you going to do with it? Learn to believe in yourself. Start saying, I am going to be a diamond. I will be. Be bold about the opportunity, guys. Offer the products and the business, because people are not going to knock down your door and want to do it. If Lindsay hadn't messaged me 8 times in over a 3-month period, I would have never even asked about it. I thought she was crazy. Lost her mind, didn't even know what the products were. Go for it. You know people that would be great at this, but what's holding you back? your own self. Stop. You have something that people are praying for, that they need, that they want, and you've got the answer. You've got the answer to what you've been praying for. You've been praying for a long time, and God has just led me to share this. You've been praying for a long time. You were stuck in financial difficulty. You were stuck in an area where sometimes you don't want to get up in the morning or get out of bed. You are stuck and you feel like you're never going to accomplish anything. You're never going to leave things for your children or your family or your husband or your relationships. And you are sometimes not even wanting to get up. You're better than that. God created you and He didn't make a mistake. And whether you realize it or not, you're supposed to be on this call tonight. He already ordained it. So let me pray over you as we end, because we have the answer to what you've been praying for a long time. I prayed for years for an opportunity to stay at home with my baby. I prayed for years for just a couple $100 more extra a month to make ends meet and to be a little more comfortable. And God sent me Plexus. You've been praying for the same thing. And here it is. The only thing is, nobody's going to put hundreds of dollars in our hands or thousands of dollars in our hands. We got to do the work to go get it, guys. The work is not hard. It's not. And everybody above us has shown us how to do it. Heck, they're all diamonds above me. I don't even have anybody over me that's not a diamond. I just got to do what the successful people have shown me to do. And I've got to buckle down and make time for it. It's worth it. Let's pray. Lord, I thank you. I thank you for all of my weaknesses, God. I thank you for everything that you've revealed to me in the past 2 years about myself, God. I had no idea that this would be a self-development journey, God. And Lord, forgive me for the things that I've said negatively about myself. Forgive me for not believing in myself, God, because you created me in your image and you created me just how you wanted me, Lord. Lord, let me see myself as you see me, God. Lord, let these people view themselves as you see them, God. Lord, you forgive us and you give us grace and you give us mercy, God, and you give us opportunity, Lord, that we don't even deserve. And I want to say thank you for it. Lord, there are people on this call that need these products health-wise. They are struggling. And we've got people on this call, Lord, that need this business, God. They are struggling financially. Some of them, Lord, can't even put food on their table, God. They can't pay that light bill. Lord, they cannot even pay that car payment, Lord. And we ask you, God, we thank you. We have been praying for an opportunity like this, Lord, and you have given it to us, Lord, to help us to realize you're not just going to give it to us. We have to work for it too, Lord. Help us to do the work. Let us be diligent. Lord, let us find the people that need the products and the business and need their lives changed, Lord. Thank you for this opportunity. We love you and we praise you, God. And let us keep that positive self-image about ourselves, Lord, because we can do this. We will be diamonds, and you are going to allow it. And, Lord, the things that you're going to let us do for others, God, I cannot even fathom or wait to see, Lord. You are good, and you are generous, and you are kind. And I love you, Lord. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, guys. It was so good to meet with you. I hope that you enjoy the rest of the week. And so here's Angie back.
I'm here. I'm home now. Yay! Thank you so much for sharing with us, Holly. You are a definite inspiration to so many of us. And I'm going to go really quick. And I want to make sure if any of you have any questions that you would like to ask Holly. Sorry, my husband distracted me. If any of you have any questions that you would like to ask Holly, feel free to. We can open it up for just about 10 minutes for like a little Q&A. If you have any questions, you can go ahead and comment in the chat, or you could unmute yourself and ask her. And we'll give you a few minutes. But if you don't and you think of something that she shared that you wanted to ask her about or anything about her journey, feel free. I'm going to post this call after we're done on the team page, and you can just comment below whatever questions you have. And I know that Holly is really good at responding back. It is such an honor to know you, Holly. I'm so thankful that God brought us together through this journey, and we have just so much. We just instantly connected with our boys and with adoption and just everything. And I mean, you are such a gift. You are such a gift, and you just breathe life and belief and encouragement into people. And that is such a wonderful gift to have. So thank you so much for sharing with us. I love you, and I am excited to see you probably in April or something, right?
Yes.
So
Well,
if anyone doesn't have anything, did you list out the books?
Melissa did for us. Let's read those. Those were What to Say When You Talk to Yourself, Switch on Your Brain, and Self-Talk, Soul Talk. There was a John Maxwell book, Failing Forward to Success, too. That was the fourth book that she mentioned in the training.
Yeah, and there was another one. What was it? Oh, it is If You Want to Walk on Water, You've Got to Get Out of the Boat. And yeah, oh look, Patty just put it on there. It's the fields in her that we talk at the same time. And I don't know who the author is on that, but that sounded like a really, really good book too. That I have actually done Switched Your Brain on, and that was a game changer for me, for sure. So I love you all. I hope that you have a great night tonight, and we will talk to y'all soon.
Thank you for
Bye.
having me.
Thank you so much, Holly. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. I love you.
You're welcome. I love you.